Hey y'all, thank you for joining me for the Pisces energy reading. My name is Keita. If it's your first time joining me, welcome. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back. And y'all, this time, first of all, I'm on my way to I guess you could call it a workshop. It's a lunch and learn, and it's like 3 hours away. So I got a little time before I head out, but I was getting ready and I felt this really strong urge to do a collective reading and to start, which I think is on schedule anyway. Lights blinking and shit. To do a collective reading and start with Pisces. And so maybe the urgency is because we're in Pisces season. So happy birthday to all my Pisces peeps. Trust me, y'all, we here. You know, my Venus is in Pisces, and I got Pisces somewhere else in my chart. Where else do I have a Pisces placement? I've been talking to some of my homegirls, and they've been like, "Oh my God, my emotions been all over the place." I was like, "Welcome to Pisces season," because that's that energy. Or you're gonna be more sensitive. You're gonna be more dreamy. That's Pisces energy. You're gonna be more intuitive. That is Pisces energy. So for many of you, you may be having very vivid dreams during this season as that energy has heightened. But I was trying to pull up my natal chart so that I can tell y'all what my other Pisces placements are. Let's see. Venus is in my second house. And I thought I had something else in Pisces. Apparently not. Oh, my Lilith. My Lilith is in Pisces. So, like, when it comes to things of a more taboo nature, going against the grain, because Lilith was like, she gave no fuck. She was not about to be put in nobody's box. Lilith was that girl before they came along with this Eve character, right? That they want us to govern ourselves according to feminism. Yuck. Not yuck to Eve, but just that character and the way they want us to submit to Adam as one who came from his rib and child by. I'm going to be also, I've been led to also do, we're doing shadow work this month. We're doing spring cleaning as we are leading up to the spring equinox on March 19th. And we're going to tap into the shadows with the Lantern Oracle. I'm going to pull some tarot as well. And y'all, I'm doing it. The light keep blinking. And normally, like, when something comes to mind for me to do and the light start blinking in the house, that's my ancestors telling me, girl, get to it. And here I am, I'm doing it, and they going nuts. But anywho, it stopped. I'm gonna be pulling from the Lantern Oracle, so we're gonna do a little shadow work, do some cleaning, get off in them crevices and corners to get the dust and debris out and out into our consciousness and awareness, right? And so that we can do the work to just move into this new season refreshed, renewed, clean, clear, with less baggage. You know what I'm saying? And I got the New Era Elements Tarot out as well, and it was something else. Oh, the light and the Gateway of Light activation cards. So, Spirit, what message do you have for me to bring for the Pisces collective at this time? I pray that the message that comes forth reaches their heart, mind, and soul, clear and concise and productive. And so it is. You know, sometimes the message can go forward, but it falls on bad soil. I pray that the seeds that I plant here with you all land in rich soil, produce rich fruits. Sharing, represented by the number 33. It's all about reciprocity, giving and receiving. Where are you on that end? Take assessment of where you may be giving more in your life than you are receiving, or where you may be receiving more and not giving. You want to make sure to have balance and take assessment of where that energy of sharing is taking place in your life. And I'm getting a little irritation with my throat. I should have brought me some water here, which may be symbolic of how you're sharing verbally. You know, what are you speaking about? What are you speaking up about? What are you sharing with people verbally? Are you sharing too much? Are you giving too much information? Are you not giving enough information? How are you speaking your truth to people? Just saw 611. And that's really standing out to me, especially as a Pisces, especially as an empath, especially as one who is very well aware of her sensitive nature. I was at the gym yesterday, and this guy, he always speaks to me when I used to DoorDash. I used to see him at different places sometimes. And you could tell he'd be wanting to have like a long, drawn out conversation, but I really be like zoned out, not into it. And not like trying to be mean to him or whatever. I speak and carry on a little light conversation. I go about my business. But this is the second time this man done touched me. And he didn't touch me in a disrespectful way. You know what I'm saying? You could tell it wasn't like he was trying to offend me. But I'm the type of person, if I don't know you like that, don't touch me. To me, when you touch me, you're invading my space. And for it to be the second time and I didn't say nothing, I really wrestled with myself on the treadmill that day. Just saw 7-Eleven about telling him, hey, with all due respect, you don't have to touch me to talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to figure out how I want to word that thing, because that's big for me. If we not locked in, we not close, we not tight, or that's not an energy that I've shown that I welcome, don't touch me. You know what I'm saying? And so that's kind of calling me to the carpet. I'm feeling a little conviction right now, because that's something I'm gonna have to speak up with, you know, or speak up about in order to get that respect. You know what I'm saying? He don't know. I gotta tell him. I gotta speak my truth. I gotta honor myself. So in this image, you have a group of ladies, and they are of all ages and cultures, and they have some produce. One lady has a basket of bread. You got an elder here, and then you got some children, 3 little boys standing off in the background, and they paying attention to something, but everybody playing well together in the sandbox. You know what I'm saying? And sharing the fruits of their labor, their harvest. And so we got sharing, and I'm gonna read the message of sharing. But before I read the message of sharing, I want to go ahead and see what's at the bottom of the deck, and then pull from the Gateway of Light and some tarot, and then we gonna get the full commentary for the message of sharing tied all together. So at the bottom of the deck, you got intention, represented by the number 31, which breaks down to a 4. And 33, with sharing, is about being in alignment and having relationships that are aligned, because 33 gives you a 6, and 6 are about balancing your relationships. So with this 31 intention, breaking down to a 4, it says, lacking personal direction begets confusion in life as a pawn to someone else's game of chess. When you don't set an intention, get clear about that intention and put checks and balances in place to make sure that you are moving according to the intention that you set. When you don't communicate the intention and you're sharing and being in energetic exchange with people, we make ourselves sensitive to falling victim. Just saw 10 on 1. Falling victim to whatever people dish out to us. Just saw 10-10. Whatever cycle that we are in, we just find ourselves just blowing with the wind. Just blowing with the wind, whichever way the wind blows. When we don't set an intention, a particular purpose, a goalpost for why we do what we do and engage with whom and what we engage with in the first place. So definitely important that we get particular about personal direction in our lives, so that we can avoid moving in confusion, and don't fall victim becoming a pawn in somebody else's game of chess. Because when you got an intention, that means, this is reminding me of the Soul Food Sundays message with the arrow. You're focused. You got a goal. Just saw 11:11. And when you keep that intention in the forefront of your mind, you govern yourself and how you move on the day-to-day and in your relationships according to that intention, just saw 11:22, then you are better able to see when there are distractions, when there are things trying to pull you off the track, off the path, away from your goal, and away from fulfilling and embodying your intention. So I love the message that is coming forth for us, because it's calling us to tighten up. In your relationships, what are your intentions? In your hobbies, what are your intentions? Your projects, your goals, your career, your job, your savings, what's the intention? When you wake up in the morning, what's the intention? I love this. I'm definitely feeling like there's something I need to tighten up on a bit more. But we're going to clarify this message with the Gateway of Light activation cards, because in this tightening up energetically, we're going into our sacred inner space. We're tapping more into that sacral chakra with tenderness and presenting ourselves with a more sensual approach. We're tightening up, and so that we can loosen up, is basically what this message is saying. Because the sacral chakra is where you house your sexual energy, your creative energy, which is the same thing, your ability to be intimate. And this is a very intimate moment that these individuals are having here. And in order to be able to share and be reciprocal, you've got to be comfortable with being vulnerable and being intimate, being naked. You know what I'm saying? In order to give from your overflow, to trust people with your overflow, you want to make sure that you have healed and balanced and aligned your sacral chakra. You have this bright light here emanating from what looks like a lotus, because there's a rebirth or a new birth occurring within us with this spring energy. So as we are doing this cleanup work to move into spring, make sure that you're taking care of cultivating your sacred inner space and being mindful of the concept of sharing in your life from a more tender-hearted, vulnerable, and sensual place. This is exciting. At the bottom of the deck, round deck, inner earth. So you got a lot of inner work that's taking place. This inner earth is being grounded, rooted. This is basically working with your root chakra. So we're talking about working with the first two chakras here, which also is symbolic of the message that came forth in Soul Food Sundays, because we were advised to work with cinnabar, which I'm gonna give me some. We was advised to work with the crystal cinnabar, which works with the energy of the root and sacral chakra. But you want to tap into your inner earth. tapping into your sacral chakra, tapping into your inner peace, tapping into the energy of sharing and setting an intention is going to anchor you in a space of feeling safe and secure. A lot of us, we don't share. We are scared to be intimate. We're scared to be tender. We're scared to be sensual and vulnerable and free-flowing and tantric and all of the things in our interactions with people. Therefore, not able to really set an intention and abide by it because we don't feel safe to. But regardless of what's going on outside of you, we have to do the work to feel safe inside. We have to do the work to affirm our I am presence and know that we are God's creation, that God's spirit resides within us, and as a result of that, we are safe and secure always. So you want to work with your base chakra, strength and which helps to cultivate strength and security and help lay foundations. Again, that is why you're needing to set an intention and be focused. Use your swords, your sword, your scale, and your arrow, making sure that things are balanced. When you're setting that intention, it's going to keep you on track. It's going to keep you focused. Take time out to ground and do grounding meditations. And some of us needed to work with the color red to help strengthen our root chakra. Work with Archangel Michael to help strengthen your root chakra and feel more secure in your existence, in your connections with people. I am going to pull some tarot. And as I say this, I got one of my little bookmarks over here with this lady in a red dress. And it says, my soul praises the Lord and my spirit rejoices in God, my Savior. Luke 1:46 and 47. Yes, you have, your soul needs to be anchored in God, the God within you, and not looking for something outside of you to make you feel safe and secure. So that's a dope message. Because baby, if you waiting on some savior outside of you to come and save the day, you'll be old and gray. Old, gray, and gone. Waiting on that. Like so many of our ancestors. Please clarify. You'll be an ancestor before you realize that ain't happening. All of the energies. Christ's energy, Kuan Yin's energy, Yemaya's energies, Archangel Michael's energy, all of it is within us. All of it. That's how those energies, those ascended masters outside of us, that energy is able to connect with us because their energies are within us. We are one. And this whole journey that we're on is helping us tap into oneness so we can stop walking in separation, division, thriving, or surviving, because you can't thrive in that. Surviving off of division and how we are different and what makes us different and better and what makes somebody less than. You know what I'm saying? Still, please clarify this message for the Pisces collective. And instead, we're being led to walk in oneness, unity, togetherness, to share. This fell face down, and it's Father of Fire. This man keep falling out. This is a equivalent in the tarot to the King of Wands. So no matter your gender, you want to tap into that passionate go-getter energy within you that plans and steps up and leads and is a visionary that sets an intention as a result of seeing a vision for what you want in your life. And for some of y'all, this is you connecting with a King of Wands energy, someone who's passionate, who's willing to step up and take the lead, knows what they want. Handsome. Even this man, even in his aging, I consider to be a handsome fella. The King of Wands is normally a handsome guy. He's vibrant. and he's wise because he's learned from his experiences up to this point. So you definitely want to tap into that energy. And as you tap into that energy, many of you may be connecting with that energy outside of you, because as with in, so without, right? Son of air. This is a student. Someone who watches and observes, and going from that energy of watching and observing and learning, being open to learning, going to the Four of Comfort. And the Four of Comfort in this deck is maybe the Four of Cups. Yep, the Four of Cups. Being in a, you got these four seal pups here, and they good, they chill, they in their environment, they looking out. They looking out, and anything can happen, but whatever is, no matter what's going on around them, they're comfortable where they are. So you want to be mindful of comfort zones and distractions. Comfort zones and distractions with interference. With these birds, they got a lot going on. They all over the place. So you want to be mindful of comfort zones. You want to be mindful of interference and distractions. That's why you need to set those intentions and stay focused. Point your arrow toward your end goal, what it is that you want to desire, and use your intuition to do it. And for some of y'all, this is meaning going within, looking to see what lies beyond the veil, going in within to explore and examine the imbalances in your life. Again, with this reciprocal energy of sharing, where might you be? Hold on, y'all. Send this text right quick. Good. Where might you not be focused, or allowing something to distract you, or things to interfere you on an energetic level? Because the High Priestess works with energy. And trust your intuition. Don't let nothing, if the divine showed you with this Father Earth visionary energy, a vision of what is to come, what's for you, who is for you, don't allow things that are going on outside of you to distract you from working toward that goal, whether it's working toward it in your alone time inwardly, or in your sharing with others. So I'm going to read the message of sharing, because once you give up those distractions, once you become more focused, once you become more intentional about your sacred energy and your sacred calling, you can be more vulnerable and tender and free and flowing and open, intimate. You know what I'm saying? So that points to why this exploration is so important. Why doing this work, this shadow work, is so important. Sharing. It says, while solitude is necessary at times, our lives also need to be shared for sustainable and healthy living, as well as growth. The true sharing of ourselves does not take anything away from us. It's not about giving all that we have. It does not come from a place of fear or lack or a bartering mindset. We freely offer what we have from a place of abundant love and a sense of completeness. True receiving is from this state too. Our spirit self opens in communion with those who are safe and of a pure heart. Those who are not are individuals who require our discernment and refrain when sharing. To discriminate between who and what enhances or depletes our energy is necessary. I told y'all, this calling us to do that energy work so that we can tap into that sacred inner space and unfold like a lotus in this new birth, in this time of rebirth. If there is a constant feeling that something is not right or does not make sense, then it probably is not the right choice for us to continue engaging with that person, group, or organization. Hello. Why do we continue to entertain things that drain us? The why is the work. Because what many of us will find when we explore, we come to acknowledge, become aware of what is draining our energy, the vampires, the mosquitoes. Once we are able to pinpoint what the source is, then we got to figure out, okay, how did I align with it? How did I draw that into my physical reality? Why did I entertain that? Why did I entertain that from the get-go? And why did I entertain it for so long? This is not to beat yourself up about the shit. This is just so that you can get clear on where that derived from, be it from another lifetime, it's something that's passed down in your ancestral line, something connected to your inner child or your childhood wounding, some experience that you have. You want to get to the root so that you can identify why the branch or the fruit ended up being what it ended up being. You know what I'm saying? Because so many times we could point the finger at the person. Oh, they had me fucked up. That person crazy. They are narcissists. Oh, they used me. Oh, they just was trying to borrow from my energy, or they were clout chasing, or they used me for sex, or whatever the case. You know what I'm saying? Being the victim, being in victim mentality. But instead of doing that, we have to hold a mirror to ourselves and be like, okay, what did this come to show me about me? And it ain't always something good. It ain't always coming to show you that your light shine bright and that you are that guy or that girl. No, you're meant to learn, how did I align with that situation in the first place? So it says, it is okay to take time to find and gradually get to know our circle of transparent and trustworthy people. Those who we can feel safe and comfortable enough with to open to cannot be forced or accumulated in a rush. It's okay to ask when unsure whether something unspoken is expected in return for receiving what seems to be freely given. Get clear on why people are doing what they do for you. It says true sharing is transparent and expects no form of payment in exchange. Whether others give back of their own volition is irrelevant to individuals who are not motivated by giving in order to get. When you have a big heart and you're just a giver, you don't be worried about how you gonna get it back or getting something in return, because you know that God is your source, and that as you are planting seeds in other people's lives, God is planting seeds in yours. God is watering the seeds that you've planted in yours. The giving and receiving through knowing others and being known is the greatest sharing of all. There is much empowering value in truly seeing and being seen, hearing and being heard, and loving and being loved by one's circle. Shared experiences can heal and support us in all facets of life. Together, we can become more of who we are. We are exponentially enhanced by the diversity of experience and multiple perspectives. When we are in good and genuine company, when our presence, willingness, wisdom, and abundance is mutually brought to the table, we grow in ways that are inaccessible to us when alone. Synergy. The featured women encourage you to look at where sharing is and is not in your life. Where does it feel good and where does it not? With whom do you share of yourself? Where do you hold back and why? If it is for a good reason, excellent. If not, it might be worth test sharing something with the safest people in your life who you enjoy being around. If you are a taker but not a giver, really explore the reasons why you do not reciprocate. I told you, you got to get to the root of why you bearing the fruit that you're bearing. And sometimes the fruit ain't necessarily healthy and nutritious. Sometimes we bearing rotten fruit. We have to get to the root. We have to examine the soil of where those seeds are being planted. Is there a specific fear that you can identify or something to lose at stake? Be kind and compassionate with why you believe that you have nothing to give. When you are ready, Challenge the validity of this limiting belief thwarting you. Sharing need not involve anything material. It could be a walk with someone, your time, a smile, or a conversation. And there's a guardian message here, which I believe to be equivalent to a affirmation. So it says, giving and receiving within my circle magnifies the energy, growth, and love in my life. Y'all, I hope that this message found you well. I hope that you move forward more intentional about sharing in your life, being reciprocal, where reciprocity is or is not in your life. I pray that you take the time to do the shadow work to decipher and discern between those worth sharing and what's worth sharing and not. And that you are able to tap into that sacred inner space and anchor yourself in your inner earth. But with that being said, if you're needing a personal reading, feel free to email me at turquoisemajesty.com. If you'd like to donate to the channel, all of my information is down in the description box below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I love to see and respond to y'all's comments. And with that being said, y'all, until next time, peace.